I am Neil Larthos. I am the next Abdullah. You are the next Neville Goddard. Your SP gets wet every single time they freaking think of you. And your bank account makes Jeff Bezos look homeless. It looks like I am just a floating pale man with a mustache. And it's only my head decapitated. Okay, there's my hands. So, how talking to yourself can make your SP horny. When you have a thought, your SP hears it. When you say something out loud to yourself, oh shit, I fucking suck, I'm such a loser. The clerk over there at Starbucks hears it. When you throw a fucking fart, the custodians of the Egyptian pyramids all the way across the other side of the globe, they smell it. Look, whether you are thinking something, whether you are feeling a certain type of way, or whether you are speaking to yourself, your thoughts are transmitted. Why? Because everything that you see out here is a reflection of you. Okay? So, keep that in mind, right? When I say talking to yourself, what I'm basically talking about is affirmations, okay? Apparently, a lot of people think that when they're doing affirmations that they can only say it in their mind, right? But that if they say it out loud, for some reason, it's like cheating. Well, I don't know about you guys, okay? But I've been talking to myself since fucking diapers. I mean, practically I was in the fucking womb, still connected to the umbilical, and I was just rapping there, just spitting bars, right? Yes, there's nothing wrong with trying to train yourself to say, me and my SP are in the relationship of my dreams, and saying it over and over in your mind. But for some fucking reason, when I try to do it in my mind, I'll be saying me and my SP are in the relationship, okay, my chocolate chip cookies, diarrhea, fist fights. It's like, what? But when I actually tell myself out loud, even if I'm on the fucking bus and there's an old lady looking at me crazy, I'm just like, me and my SP are nonstop fucking each other so much that the neighbors cannot stop looking at us. Hey, how you doing, man? Look, who gives a fuck if you have to mutter it out loud to yourself, okay? Everybody is you either ways. That old lady looking at you crazy, or maybe it's your fucking SP looking at you crazy. Who gives a shit? There's nothing that you can do that can fuck up your manifestation. But the reason why I say talking to yourself can make your SP horny is because I believe that saying the affirmations out loud is better. Now, clearly, right? Clearly, if you are actually in a conversation with your SP, I'm not necessarily telling you, like if they're in the middle of telling you about their current partner, but yet you're in love with them, I don't want you to say, oh man, you cannot stop fucking getting wet in your panties with me. Excuse me? I'm not telling you to do that, okay? Even though that will actually be more of an unhinged method. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but that's another video for another time. But what I'm saying is, if you are trying to do an affirmation, and in the middle of you trying to hear in your mind's eye or in your consciousness you saying that affirmation, but then you get interrupted by thinking of fucking, you know, cheese sticks, then that means that, fuck it, you're going to manifest me and my SP are cheese sticks. And then your brain is going to go, what the fuck? And then it's just going to delete that shit because it's like an error. It's like when you get the calculator and you're typing in boobies and then it just gets an error and then it turns off, right? Don't do that. If you notice that you're having a hard time saying the affirmations in your mind without getting distracted, just fucking say it to yourself, whisper it, or even mouth it, okay? Because your mind will know what you're saying if you are consciously trying to mouth the affirmation. But don't try to put limitations on your affirmations, okay? Don't try to, just because all the people on Reddit or your favorite YouTuber does it a certain way and tells you, you just got to say it in your mind. You got to say it in your mind while you're on the bus and while you're talking to SP, just say it in your mind. Who gives a fuck? Whatever makes your subconscious hard as fuck whenever you say something, whether it's in your mind or whether it's out loud, do that. Because the more you can impress your subconscious, the more you're going to finally plant the seed. Okay? Now, that's really about all I have to say about that. But what I will say is that if it's maybe that you're trying to manifest an SP at work, you can go fucking ham and wrap that shit on your way when you're driving on the freeway or when you're about to hit the green light and you're about to turn in the parking lot. Just say, dude, SP cannot wait for me to run through those doors, just like she wants me to run through her drawers. Okay? She cannot fucking stop texting me, asking me, are you here yet? I can't wait to see your handsome face. Okay? Fucking say that shit out loud, because I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. The reason why saying it out loud is so fucking powerful is because any of you guys who think that talking to yourself is creepy, it's especially gonna work for you. Because if you're not used to talking to yourself out loud, whether it's in the mirror, whether it's when nobody's there, or whether it's when you're on the fucking, in the elevator and everybody's just like, what the fuck? It's going to work for you more because your subconscious is going to go like, wait, what the fuck's going on? But if you're saying shit like SP and I are fucking each other every single time in the mop closet, your subconscious is gonna have to take that seriously, because they know that the only time that you speak out loud is when something for real is going on. So you'll even kind of confuse it, because remember, your subconscious is a dumbass. It doesn't know the difference between out here or in here. It will take it as reality, and it will eventually have to manifest, especially if you persist in this and you don't deny it. Okay? Now, that's really about all I would have to say about it. Now, if you have any questions about what affirmations to use, look, you can say whatever you want. You can make them more simple, like, I'm abundant, I am love, me and SP are together, we have 3 babies and one of them is adopted because we love, giving back to charity, whatever, right? Or you can go crazy, which is what I like to do, mix in self-pedestalization, self-concept with your desire and say, my SP worships the ground that I walk on. If you're a woman, you could say this, my SP worships the ground that I walk on. They feed me Starbucks on a silver platter and Chick-fil-A with a golden spoon. If you're a guy, my SP blows me every single time we're together, so much so that I think my balls are about to drop off. It's like New Year's, fucking day every single time she blows me, right? Say shit like, she has a life-size poster on her wall that she prays and bows down to every single fucking night. Go fucking crazy. Put yourself on the pedestal. SP is like a flower in my garden and I'm the fucking sun. She withers away without my photosynthesis. You see, when you start saying shit like that, you no longer are just talking about, I finally got my desire. I finally won her over. She was the prize. No, you got to start talking about yourself like you're the prize. You see, because when you're manifesting an SP, when you're doing these affirmations, it's less about them and it's more about you. Okay? So when you make sure that the affirmations are promoting your greatness to the point where they're borderline narcissistic and sociopathic. And when you're saying them out loud, your subconscious has no other choice but to get fucking hard. I mean, that shit is just gonna be like, you know, doing, like, it's just, bro, orgasms in the fucking spiritual realm will happen to your subconscious when you start saying shit like this. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if your soul is just gonna be like, you know what, it's about fucking time, motherfucker. Why were you talking so much shit about yourself whenever there was traffic, saying, oh, fuck my life? No, everybody's fucking you. You can be in traffic right there, you know, and you're like 20 minutes late to work and you know your boss is going to kill you, but you say, oh my gosh, I am the Lionel fucking Messi of my organization. I could be 2 hours late, but they work on my time. And you're probably thinking, yeah, Neil, yeah, and what if I get fucking fired? If you think that, then it's going to fucking happen, okay? I've been in the fucking organization where I've done so much crazy shit. I don't even know if I should even be telling you this, but I've even once got into a wreck that basically damaged company goods more than, I'll put it like this. I won't tell you the exact price, but it was more than 10K. And yet they even told me that they thought about firing me, but they said that there was too much people in the organization who didn't want to see you go. Do you think it was because I got lucky? Don't fucking ever say lucky out of your mouth. It's because I've told myself that I am the most luckiest motherfucker in the world. I just fucking contradicted myself. But you get the fucking point, okay? Don't believe in luck. Believe that because I said that I was lucky, that it works, okay? I am Neil fucking Larthos. This is all that the I'm Awareness had to say. And I know you're gonna be okay.